How's it going, guys? Day 2 of leveling self-cast Forbidden Rite Occultist. I just leveled to 38, killing Piety in Act 4 to get access to a bunch of new gems. So I swapped my LMP out for GMP. I'm firing more projectiles. Now we can't test chain here. We can throw in greater volley, see how that looks. They still kind of go all over the place. We can put Spell Echo in for faster casting. This will get two... both times that they fire off the Echo, both cost life, but only one cast on the mana. That's a way we could lower mana cost. Also put in Unleash. Fire a bunch. They overlap really nicely. That's actually pretty cool. It looks like the Unleashes all cost life. And I also am now tapped on Chaos Res currently. I got Asylum. And I got some increased AoE, Blast Radius. Then else we could try here. We could put in Greater Volley with GMP and Unleash and do this to stuff. That might be pretty busted with enough AoE. Let's try a chain. And let's take out the Unleash so we can see what chain does as we start going through the harvest. Pick off all these bosses real quick. Play with some things. I don't know. It's kind of hard to see any kind of chaining. I don't know. I don't know that chain's worth it. I think you just scale enough AoE and it'll be fine. But let's go GMP. I'm gonna try Unleash just to see. Go Controlled Destruction or Greater Volley. 4 additional targeted projectiles. Let's try the Greater Volley.
You will make such lovely material.
Okay. No, it is not currently one shot. Okay. Put this in for the Greater Volley. Expensive on the life. Don't think I could life tap either, because I'm not spending life. Maybe I could test that. Let's go get the other two though. Probably my best way to increase my damage at this point is by getting more life. And we'll be able to test out a bunch of stuff with uniques that I pulled out. I pulled out like anything unique that had anything to do with chaos resistance, mostly. Ah. Okay, that one's done. Then Malagara left.
Dissection time.
Oh.
Be still.
It still hurts so much. We're gonna have to find more ways to raise max chaos res to as high as possible to make this any kind of good, I think. Or we go CI. I mean, there's lots of options, actually.
Now exile.
Alright, Malachi. Ow. Really weird being Chaos Res capped in Act 4. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Now exile.
Embrace the future.
During Cry is good. Yup. Fire projectiles, it worms. That might be able to be used to shotgun bosses with this skill. And I'm kind of hyped to try it. E. Mana cost is getting a bit much. Trying to fix that with my next two passives on the passive tree. Come on. I have to do calculations too to try and see how much flat damage I am getting from life. Eventually be able to like POB like breakpoints and stuff for that. Be good. Also could increase potentially as Jim's level. And goodbye, Malachi. Definitely getting good overlaps on this. I've been getting more life passive tree. Clearing, it replenishes really quickly because of the 5% of life gain on kill. But still really costly on the life. Especially because I'm using Unleash. If I wasn't using Unleash, it wouldn't be as bad. But I believe it's quite better damage. Okay. And this is the last phase? Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah. After killing Kitava, I had to count for more resistances. 30 more chaos res from somewhere. So I grabbed a shield that I used essences on until I got something decent. And then I crafted on the chaos +1 wand, fire and cold res to get myself all res capped so we're able to go. Working on getting life. Here I got this life. And I went ahead and grabbed Pain Attunement. 30% more spell damage when on low life. And considering that I'm using Unleash, I can get on low life pretty quickly. Casting so often. So we're rolling with that for now. Things will get better once we get the lab done. Since we're here, I guess we can see what kind of damage this boss does when you have 76 chaos res in Act 6. The degen on the ground here is doing absolutely nothing. Cool. Oh, do more damage to myself. This boss can do to me. It's amazing. Ooh. Yeah. This has definitely been the sketchiest Labyrinth run that I've ever done. I'm level 52, so I'm not like super under leveled or anything. Just the fact that I leave myself prone to one-shots with like every cast of my skill. Yep, this is completely fine. There's nothing is gonna go wrong playing on this build. Absolutely not. But let's grab here chaos damage and energy shield, 60 chaos resistance. This opens a lot of things up. More chaos damage. Lower the reduce the damage over time on hindered enemies. Okay. Good. Alright. So, now, doing more damage. Damage was okay in the fight. Let's look here. Starting to get some of this stuff opened up. Still can't get to the apex. I don't know how usable this will be. There's potential to do poison damage on this build. There's a lot of ways we can take this. But thing that I'm looking to get into next is this Venomous Weave gloves. Go ahead and throw those on. Not really relying on the rampage too much at all, but does not leave me with enough mana to doing things. So let's do a quick little swap here. Mana. These out. I'm gonna grab Clarity mana reservation efficiency. This life node that has strength as well. Here is Vitality mana reservation efficiency. If we want more mana reservation efficiency, we probably got to come to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 passives to get to there. Opens up Arcane Expanse for some more AoE right here. And we can go this Wither route. I might throw on Wither totems. Wither is good and all, but with the cast time on my skill, I'm best off looking for opportunities to attack. Or cast, I should say. We'll lose the rampage, so that's okay. I guess this really doesn't do anything unless I can use Aspect of the Spider. Oh, wait. Okay, no, that's just already there. Okay, so that my plan worked. With the mana reservation and efficiency of Vitality and Clarity. That was actually enough. And then we'll spec back into these points. So now we've got Aspect of the Spider. Now this hinders enemies. And spider's webs stack 3 times. Each spider's web on an enemy increases the damage they take. So I'm slowing enemies. I'm increasing the damage enemies take, kind of like shock. And I'm getting flat chaos per spider web. I got Aspect of the Spider for free. I get cast speed, and then I get 49% increased damage. Enemies 3 spider webs. Periodically applies a spider web. This cooldown time is 0.5 seconds. I wonder if there's more information in here. No. Okay. Well, let's go kill a big spider. Arc Holly, spider versus spider. Go. Oh yeah. Yeah. I have some damage now. I just added a lot of damage. the passives lined up here with the venomous gloves and the Ascendancy. Yeah. Awesome. It's feeling really good. Feels really good clearing too. It's actually really satisfying with the unleash. Let's get ourselves just like surrounded. Like, oh, boom. Cast and it dies. As it kind of auto targets. And the hinder and the spider's webs, it's all slow and all. It's a boom. I don't have as much AoE as I could. Carcass Jack's probably ideal for this, actually. I feel like there's a lot of potential here. Once we can, like, the goal is to try and get to 90% Chaos Res on the life, or go CI. I think trying to hit the 90 Chaos Res, boosting the max Chaos Res is probably the play. I wonder if the, because I know that there is a not a cluster jewel, a timeless jewel that raises your max chaos res. I don't know if it sets your max chaos res like a lore weave does. Not though. Have to look into that. It's probably gonna freeze me. It didn't. What? It's cruising along. Things are really gonna pop off once I'm exploding enemies on top of things, causing them to deal chaos damage that I'm scaling. So, Profane Bloom coming with the next lab. Let's get this finished here. In the last wing of my Merciless Lab. Got some damage. We've upgraded some things. I've got some Summon Holy Relic action going on. I got a Stone Golem. Just really trying to juice that life regeneration. And I have this, like, this upgraded Joffrey's Legacy that gives me an additional Summon Holy Relic. Reduces the cooldown rate that they're allowed to cast the regen thing. And I get 100% increased buff effect off of the life regen. So that's like doubled. And I get 2 of them. They can heal each other even. Good stuff. I like to see that. So the way the Summon Holy Relic works, it gives you like the flat life regen, but you have to hit an enemy. So I swapped to shield charge as well. Faster attacks on that, along with the Stone Golem. Stone Golem gets faster attacks as well. Got Enduring Cry, threw in the Steel Skin, Second Wind on that. And I still have the Frost Blink with Arcane Surge. Withering Step is now with the Arcane Surge as well. Though I did grab Wither Totems that are up here in this helmet. That's what I've got going on. Second time I've attempted this. I attempted it like level 58. I'm 63 now. And all this added setup. So I don't want to die. Lab again. It's so sketch though. I have to use so much health to attack. Yeah, I replaced the ring, got rid of all the Bane setup. Placed boots as well. Still no amulet replacement. I could... Oh, I guess I gotta check for Helm Enchant here. Reduce mana cost if you've been hit recently. Yes, please. That's good. Steel Skin this back up. Alright. So now, we were just clearing a little bit without Profane Bloom. Now we get to see what happens with Profane Bloom. I'm going to be seeing this for the first time as well. Since I'm able to hit like a screen worth of enemies at a time without the max AoE juicing that I can get, should be pushing it even more, especially since like normally with like the dot multi occultist builds, yes, you're scaling like chaos damage, but you're trying to scale the dot multi. What this does is deals a quarter of the exploded enemy's maximum life as chaos damage. That chaos damage is going to be affected by whatever wither I've got, which I haven't fully spec'd into that yet. It's going to be affected by this chaos penetration, all the extra chaos damage that I've stacked. I guess I haven't stacked much. It's just the area damage, it will affect that as well. So we're looking at some pretty solid damage in there. So it was a very strange build to play. Absolutely in no way League Start friendly. You cannot play this build leveling unless you have the gear to do it. Straight up. You have to have the Chaos Res. You don't have to play with Unleash. Like, taking out Unleash makes this a lot more tame to cast. But the Unleash is very satisfying visually. Like, without a doubt. I'm very much enjoying the Unleash. So, and because of Unleash, like at full stacks at the moment, I'm casting 4 times, so I'm taking 160% of my maximum life as chaos damage, and 100% of my energy shield as chaos damage on each cast. So that gets lowered by my chaos res, of course, but only 76%. So it still adds up to a big chunk. I think grabbing Pain Attunement was a good idea, just with the amount of time that I am on low life. But all of the extra regen through the Stone Golem and the Holy Relics is cool. And the shield charge will get faster, so the possibility of me getting the life regen buff from that will be higher as well. And we're getting the explosions. I need more AoE on the Blasphemy Aura, or I need to get Despair on hit so that then I don't have to be in the range, because I don't like the range on it. I feel like I need a Carcass Jack, honestly. Which wasn't the route that I was planning on, but seeing how this AoE stacks with the, like, 4 times GM, like the 20 projectiles on target that I'm putting down, like, the more AoE, the better overlap I get on that. And it should just annihilate stuff. And then rares surrounded by other enemies are gonna get exploded and shotgunned by those as well. So there's still a lot of things that we'll have to test out as we push through maps and try and craft some real gear. I don't know of anything that I'm wearing right now. I think the Venomous Weave is staying. Yeah, I think it's just too perfect. It gives so much damage. It gives evasion and energy shield, but it gives me the aspect of the spider, plus a lot of extra damage. I don't think there's any getting rid of that. There's a few things I'm interested in checking out. Like the Apex Rage, but that's going to add flat mana cost to my... Going to add a 40. Well, dang, it costs 80 to cast this, actually. So maybe that's not going to be too bad. Like, but Apex Rage is really kind of geared towards poison. So if I wanted to go that route, I'd probably want to, like, try and figure out some mind over matter thing, but also go poison. And I wouldn't be able to do that without an Presence amulet. The only one I have of those is the vulnerability one. If I could get the free blasphemy, like this would it would turn off this much of my mana pool, and then I could potentially like mind over matter stuff. ILR decks would allow me to use the power charges that I'm hoping to generate on mana consumption. And that's also going to give me extra AoE as well. I think that's going to be my last pick here. So I'm going to get power charge generation, damage, AoE from the power charges. Maybe I can avoid the Carcass Jack because of that AoE that I'm getting. That'll make it feel a little bit more comfortable. Yeah, I keep failing to cast the gold. I'm really happy with things. The life regen that I'm getting is great because I wasn't killing anything there. When I'm mapping, I've got 5% life regen on kill, on top of whatever like flat life on kill. And my recovery is still pretty solid, I'd say, without killing stuff. The holy relics are working to give me the life regen. Since I get 2 of them because of the helmet, I don't know if I'm getting not only double from the 100% buff effect, but also double because there's 2 of them if I get hit by both of them. I don't know. So we'll have to see about that. I could be getting 4 times the life regeneration off of my holy relics because I actually hit the helmet enchant to go on this helmet. It's an odd thing to throw in the build, but it's also like I need as much life sustain as possible. Another idea is I could still get these without having to shield charge if I were to go Spellslinger. But that would require mana as well, which would also probably require the Impresence to get rid of this much of my reservation. Then I'd have enough for Spellslinger in there. And I'd probably get like better uptime on the buff effect off that. So there we go. We have things finished. The current POB of where it's at will be in the video description. Tomorrow we'll get into maps and, yeah, like I said, start looking at other gear. I am enjoying the extra damage and stuff off my jewels. Damage of enemies hitting you is unlucky while you're on low life and Lori's Lantern. Also good stuff. Like, there's so many ways I could take this. Like, I could go the Shavs route, even, but I don't have a Shavs in SSF, so... Maybe... gamble for one, because we got half of one. And we need to find a Beyond Boss in Sacred Grove as well, so we gotta be farming for it. That's gonna do it for me for today. I hope y'all enjoyed. Hit the like button, subscribe, and if you would like to really support me, you can hit the join button that is now below. I've got some emote ideas in the works to come with that. Just don't have a Discord set up, but got the profile picture updated today. Good stuff coming. So, well, for now, cheers.